production of the vagina monologues. And C, a live body piercing demonstration.
What, that wasn't how you got to when you got to kindergarten? That wasn't how it went down? No?
I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't even speak English then. I feel like the body piercing is so... It could be both minor and traumatizing.
I mean, if it was like an ear piercing.
Yeah, it's just like, that seems maybe no. What was the second one?
Second one is a full production of the vagina monologues.
For kindergarten.
Let's go with the Pussycat Dolls.
It's right.
Oh, okay.
It is a pole dance choreographed to Buttons by the Pussycat Dolls. And I saw that video. It's crazy. Okay, third question, Alex.
Amazing.
One topic we'll be focusing on this quarter on Just China is the competition between the US and China on key technologies in fintech and artificial intelligence, AI. One interesting use of AI in China is at a large facility in Sichuan, about the size of 2 sports fields, where the technology has been used to efficiently grow which of the following for medicinal uses? A, fungus, B, cockroaches, and C, rabbits.
What was the second one?
Cockroaches.
I'm gonna go with. It probably is cockroaches, but I'm gonna go with fungus.
It is actually cockroaches.
I couldn't bring myself to say it.
I know.
6 billion of them a year, and they are then ground up and used to treat stomach pain and other ailments.
That is horrifying.
Are we building a supply here? We really don't want them anymore.
Well, thanks, Coco.
No worries.
All right, next we have Stormy Kim from Popcorn Policy, a podcast series that examines the policy topics presented in popular movies. Take it away with this movie-themed round, Stormy.
All right. So who's taking the first question?
Alex.
Just
All
get
right.
it over with. Yeah.
Okay. If you're a fan of Prison Break movies like Shawshank Redemption, Cool Hand Luke, or Con Air, you'll be interested to hear that a notorious French thief made a real-life escape from prison this summer using which of the following methods? A, flying away in a helicopter. B, blasting his way out using dynamite. C, smuggling his way in a delivery van.
I feel like it's either the helicopter or the van.
I gotta say van.
Oh, I was going to go with helicopter. It seems so fun.
Oh, God. Audience poll, helicopter or van? Helicopter.
You're right. So, yeah, he also said his life of crime was inspired by the movies Scarface and Heat. Yeah. Okay, next question.
That's where you want your inspiration from.
Exactly. All right, so the second question, Nancy. The recent film, The Happy Time Murders, which starred Melissa McCarthy and featured puppets who get involved in sex, drugs, and murder, got some free press from which of the following? A DUI arrest of one of the cast members on their way to the premiere.
Oh, no.
B, getting banned in several conservative countries. C, getting sued by the producers of Sesame Street.
I'm going to go with A.
Okay, the answer is C, getting sued by the producers of Sesame Street for using the tagline, "No Sesame, all Street."
Alex liked that one.
Love it. All right.
That's
the last question. Saudi Arabia recently lifted a cinema ban, opening the first commercial movie theater in over 30 years as part of its recent reform efforts. What was the first movie to be screened? A, Mission Impossible Fallout. B, Black Panther. C, A Quiet Place.
Ooh.
All good movies.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Mission Impossible.
Okay, the answer is B, Black Panther.
What?
I know.
No way!
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I'm so
movie.
impressed.
Wakanda
It's an
forever,
amazing
man.
movie. I mean, Wakanda forever. Don't get me wrong, but I'm so impressed. Okay.
Yeah, so, and actually our first Popcorn Policy episode will discuss the policy topics related to Black Panther, so stay tuned for that episode.
I will.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, Nancy, Sukriti, Alex, thank you all for playing. Patrick, what's the final score?
Oh no.
So, much like my fourth grade t-ball team, there were 2 winners. However, unlike my fourth grade t-ball team, there's 1 loser.
Oh, boy.
Hey.
One not winner.
Not
There
One
you
not
go.
winner.
There you go.
Our 2 champions today are Sukriti and Alex.
Wow, nice.
Oh, yay.
What is that guy?
And unfortunately, Nancy's are not winners.
You're a not winner.
Yeah, Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. Are we sure it's not a Steve Harvey moment? You know, you're like,
I have a notebook.
okay.
Foolproof, the notebook. Well, thanks, Patrick, and congratulations to Sukriti and Alex.
Do we get some mayo, or how does this work?
Sorry, you just only get just the pride and honor of winning on this show. I'll go back to you with the 2 cents.
Thank you.
So earlier in the show, we learned how the town of Mayo, Florida changed its name to Miracle Whip for sponsorship money. While I make some final quick announcements for our listeners on the podcast episode, I want to have each of you think of what sponsored town name will be next. So now to our listeners. Thank you all for tuning in to this live edition of Have You Heard, a production of UC3P, the University of Chicago Public Policy Podcasts. I'm your host, Jason Zukus, and we'll be back in a few weeks with our next show. In the meantime, if you enjoyed what you've heard, make sure to like and follow our Facebook page at facebook.com/HYHNewsQuiz. And if you're interested in joining our panel in the future, or want to share an entertaining news story with us, please message us via Facebook Messenger using @HYHNewsQuiz or via email at hyhNewsQuiz@gmail.com. All right, so contestants, let's hear what you got.
Okay, Moline, Illinois isn't here to mess around. They need some more money, so they're just changing their name to Mo Money, Illinois.
Nice.
A little town in Oregon is going to rename itself Puppet. All street, no sesame.
A small village in New York will change its name to Peppermint Patty. York Peppermint Patty.
Peppermint.
I'm not good with the setup. Yeah, no.
You did great.
Well, if any of those names end up becoming a reality, we'll let you know on Have You Heard.
I'm suing for intellectual property violation.
Thank you all for competing, and a special thanks to Dean Baicker for participating in our special quiz segment. And a big thank you to our announcer and scorekeeper, Patrick Taylor, and our producer, Julian Lake, for the expert sound engineering. See you all again soon for our next episode.
Hey UC3P listeners, I'm Thomas.
And I'm Nick.
In the United States, public faith in the military remains sky high, while trust in other government institutions sinks to an all-time low.
At the same time, fewer than 1% of Americans will ever serve in the armed forces, and the cultural divide between active duty troops and the civilian population continues to widen.
UC3P presents a new series, Thank You for Your Service, where we take a deep dive into the complex world of civil-military affairs.
We'll address the politicization of the military, defense policy in the news, and the importance of staying informed in a democracy.
Join us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts as we explore how our professional military institution relates to the society it serves.